Hello guys, my name is Will and welcome to one more video about Dragonheir Silent Gods. In this video we are talking about a resurgent dragon. I'm gonna do a quick guide how to handle with this boss and show you my 6 teams for this boss. I've been doing less content because I've been away for a few days, almost 2 weeks, but now I'm back and ready for a lot of content. So let's check this boss, this endgame boss, and see how it works. It's a bit tricky. We had this boss in the version before, and in this one is quite the same thing, quite the same strategy, but the heroes work a bit different, so we can do something different and do more damage than before. Alright, so I did the first day, this is the second day, I already did an improvement, so I'm probably gonna do more damage than yesterday. I can show you my damage from yesterday. So yesterday I sit on 59, so I was 59, this was my damage overall. So Necro doing most of the damage, while 228, 249 for Dauntless, 316 for Poison, 268 for Rally, and 240 for Frost. So for this one I improved much more, so 228, but today I did some improvements, and now for today I'm doing 315, so much better than yesterday, and with this I hope I can climb a bit more on the ranking. I'm on the Reborn tree, so it's a bit challenging to get a good ranking, but let's have a look at the boss. So this boss can look tricky, and there's several ways you can challenge this boss and do high damage. You really need some of the best heroes to achieve that high damage. Even some inspirations will help a lot. So on the passive, this guy starts with 8 stacks of Power Dragon Rage, and basically what you want to do is remove these stacks. The way to remove these stacks is using Ultimate Up or Ultimate Down. This can be achieved with Rally heroes, for example, they work pretty well on these. There are some artifacts that can give you Ultimate Up. There is a set that can give you Ultimate Up. Ultimate Down can be recharge speed penalty, or just some characters do Ultimate Down by themselves, like one of the Necrotic supports. I'll show you all of that. For now, let's just look at the skills. So for this first skill, he casts fire damage on all enemies. So the position on this boss, regarding which one is facing the boss first, doesn't really matter because everyone will take damage from this boss. But the placement of your heroes, it's really important. So this guy applies burn, so it's kind of important to have some resistance or some strategies with resistance. It deals again fire damage, inflict most arcs of burn. This one against defense up. You can use someone to dispel this defense up, but then you need to use another support, maybe a different one, just to remove this, and sometimes it's not worth it. Then this one afflicts attack penalty too, so again, having resistance or someone to dispel this attack penalty can be really important, because, I mean, if he applies attack penalty for 30 seconds, which is a lot, then for the last skill, it deals fire damage to all enemies, and here comes the important part of removing all the power, these stacks, because if you removed the 8 stacks, this boss will enter a weakened state, increasing your damage by 50%, which is a lot. Okay, so it's basically this. They recommend 332 accuracy or resistance, but if you have something close to that, should be enough. Alright, so I'm going to share my teams, but I only did this one because I want to show the placement and everything else. So before talking about teams and anything else, let's just talk about the things you can use. So regarding the set, one of the sets you can use is the Thunder Tenacity. This one will gain 1% ultimate energy, so it will remove, every time it activates this, will remove 1 stack. Other way is some artifacts, like this one. So this one will increase the ultimate energy. So again, besides this, for example, this character will remove with recharge speed penalty because we'll give ultimate down. And then some characters on their talents, they have an ability to gain the Born to be Proud is another one that will give you 1% ultimate energy. So again, ultimate up. This is some of the strategies you can use to get this ultimate up. They work quite nice, and all of my teams, they remove the 8 stacks. Okay, so depending on the team, the strategy you're using, and everything else, the placement can be important. So keep in mind there's 3 points you can attack on this boss. So let's just start this fight and I'm gonna show you, okay? So let's just remove these and I'm gonna use Zarlot to show you guys, okay? So there's 3 points you can attack here, okay? So you guys can see you can attack here, you can attack on the other one and also the tail, okay? So this is the 3 points you can attack. And if you are using AoE, area of damage, this will be easy because you can apply, for example, defense penalty, you can apply on all the targets. And if you're doing area of damage with your other damage dealers, then it's not important which side you are facing or you're applying defense penalty because all of them will be targeted, okay? So this is one of the first points. So I'm gonna start with the Necrotic Team. Okay, so with the Necrotic Team, as you guys can see, I have all of them spread. And this is because of the burn stacks, okay? If you have all of them close and you don't have enough resistance, they will take a lot of damage with those burning stacks. And because of this, it's good to have them spread away, okay? You can also, as you guys can see, I have this stand united, so all adjacent allies gain 20% of the resistance. I have 409, and ideally, I would have everyone together, but don't ask me why. This is the way I'm doing most of the damage and everyone is surviving the full 8 minutes, so I'm fine with this. So if not, you can just tie them together, okay? So the way they get this extra resistance, and that is it, okay? So at the start of the fight, this guy will walk and attack this foot, but on this team it's not really important who you are facing because all of them do area of damage. Level 1 does area of damage, then Irzilas does area of damage, Premsa does area of damage, and this guy does area of damage. So it doesn't really matter which spot you are targeting, you will hit with your damage, and the damage will be a lot because you are doing damage to 3 different spots. So before talking about timings, let's talk about each character. So level 1 is the first one. So level 1 is pretty easy to build. You don't need to worry about resistance. Just give her as much power as you can. Crit rate, crit damage, attack. Give her, make her stronger with the best gear you have. Okay, of course, the Carnage will be one of the best items to use. And then using one of the Chaos Symbiosis and Fearless Challenge will help a lot to increase the damage. Then on Irzilas, I'm doing this strategy. So I'm using the Ancestral Protection set to decrease the damage on all my characters. And also, I'm building him with some resistance and with a Prismatic Cloak. So this Prismatic Cloak will have a 50% chance of reflecting to its source, ignoring enemy resistance. So it means every time it reflects, burn or attack penalty will reflect back to the boss, and the boss will be inflicted with burning stacks and attack penalty. This means I will receive less damage from the boss and also do more damage to the boss thanks to those burning stacks. Then I have Zarlot. Zarlot is really good to apply to apply defense penalty. I'm using this set, the Puppeteer, to increase all my allies' ultimate skills. As you guys can see, I'm using only Necrotic, so it is going to increase the ultimate skill on everyone. This set is gonna add to that effect on the boss, so we'll remove the stacks thanks to this set. And then this is also important, it grants this hit recovery, because one of the boss skills, the boss will dispel one buff from each of them, and if 2 or more heroes have no buffs, it will gain defense up. So this will count as a buff, right? So with this, if everyone has more buffs, there's this one, there's the one from the other set, which is this one, the Brother Spirit. If at least 2 heroes have a buff, it will not gain the defense up, okay? And that is really important to increase our damage. Then we have Premsa. On Premsa, you really want to build some enlightenment. This is the talent tree I'm using, and this is the set. For this one, again, lots of damage, don't worry about resistance. And finally, we have Centralia. Using this talent tree, I have some resistance, because she takes quite a lot of damage, and I'm using this set, okay? Keep in mind, Centralia, until level 1 is reached 20 stacks and transformed to a dragon, the ultimate will be locked, okay? Until she transforms, and then she will start giving her some stacks thanks to the ultimate and the mechanic, how the passive works for this character. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it says somewhere. It should say here. So if duplicates cast on the true dragon form, no clone is summoned. Instead, the true dragon gains 10 stacks. So she will gain the form, all the fully stacks, the 70 stacks faster, and this will increase the damage. Then skill timing. This is the skill timing I'm using. 15 on Irzilas. I have 15.5 on this one, 14 on Zarlot, 21 on Lelwanis, and then a 19 seconds recast. Okay, so this is it, how it works. You really need to do some runs sometimes. I'm gonna do let's just play so you guys can see how this works and how this goes. So let's just apply the auto. So you guys will see we're gonna have the defense penalty on and then all the damage going on. As you guys can see, the damage is pretty good. All the necrotic teams are doing insane damage, so this will work really well. Okay, so this is it for the necrotic team. Then for the wild team, I can't really show you because I already did the battle with the wild team because I was just trying to increase the damage, and then 350, I really wanted to save that damage, but I will explain you the placement. Okay, so let me just pick some heroes to show you because I don't think I can use the same team. No, I can't. All right, so I'm just gonna pick some random heroes to show you the placement. All right, so the placement will look like this. All right, this is the team. Let's pick and see. So we have Ugok, we have these four. Ugok will have the resistance streak. So basically Ugok will stand here on the middle, and then everyone else, it doesn't really matter where you place them, but you really want to place them on the left side or on the right side, it's up to you, but on the left side because we can have Erich. Okay, so let's pick Erich. Let's have a look at this guy. So Erich will target this area, so it means you only can target this foot and also the tail probably, but he will attack mainly this foot, the right one, and will apply defense penalty only on this side. So you really want to attack the same side that has defense penalty. That was my issue before, and that's why I did 228. Since I changed the placement, I'm now doing 350 more. I'm also using Ugok instead of using Adolphus, so that will make a difference as well. So let's check the team I used. So this was the team. Let's start with Ugok. Ugok, I'm using the same strategy, but this time I'm making use of the Stand United because I'm placing all the characters around him and benefiting from some more resistance. I'm using again the strategy for the ultimate energy. I'm using this with hit recovery. As you guys can see, I have some accuracy. If you guys can get some more accuracy, don't worry too much about the enlightenment. But if you guys have a better gear and can get some more accuracy, this will help a lot to inflict this attack penalty and reduce the damage. Then I'm using these two sets because this one, and I'm using these two sets especially because of the skill haste. As you guys can see, I have 109. You really want a lot of skill haste to dispel all those debuffs with the passive. When you use the ultimate, will give immortality, healing, and then remove one debuff. So you really want to attack him to attack fast. So his 16.6 is really fast. So I'm using these two sets because of that. I'm using resistance on this one, attack on this one. Okay, that's basically it. And try to get some runes with skill haste that will help to speed him up a lot. Then, as I said, Erich, I'm using this talent tree and using this set to increase the ultimate energy of everyone, and then give him as much attack as possible because we are using Downpipe Organ. Then on Flora, just give the best gear you can. Don't forget to have at least in one character the death record because this will increase the derivate damage, and derivate damage on Flora works really well because she deals a lot of derivate damage with the ultimates. And don't worry too much because this will last for 12 seconds, which is quite nice. The thing about this team is that I tried with some timings, but as you guys can see, it's default because I tried with some timings. I was doing less than 300, and without timings I'm doing more damage. So it's completely RNG. With me, it worked better without timings. This was the maximum I did, 317, but I didn't save it. So I did some more 5 runs and I did 315, so I was happy with that. Then for Caspar, best gear as possible. As you guys can see, I have some resistance as well. And on Felicity, same thing. This is a talent tree, and on her I'm using the Brotherhood Spirit. You really want to give her as much crit rate as possible. Don't forget accuracy because she will apply defense penalty, and she's really fast casting the ultimate because of the passive, because she gains 3% ultimate energy when battle skill and ultimate skill triggers crit hits. So I have 100% critical rate, and this will speed up my ultimates a lot. So with this means that I will activate and give this 15% increased damage much more often, and also I have defense penalty on the target much more often, okay? So this is the team I'm using on this boss, no timings, it's working pretty well, and this will be the placement. Next team will be Frost, okay? So with Frost, I tried 2 different comps, I mean, the same comp, but with different gear, as you guys can see. I did some changes on them to see how it goes. So on this one, I'm using the Brotherhood Spirit, on this one, going full damage. But for me, it worked better this way, okay? It really depends on the gear. Make sure to temper your gear, upgrade your gear as much as possible. That will increase your damage a lot. It can be just a little bit, but will be more than enough to give you some more extra millions of damage, okay? So on this team, we are using Olgun. Olgun is pretty good, will increase a 25% attack up on Frost allies, so more damage, that's what we want. As you guys can see, I have some accuracy and resistance as well. This accuracy is really important to apply the Frost, okay, on the target, and also will apply Frozen, and Frozen can be especially important on this guy because will delay the recharge speed penalty, and this will remove stacks. Okay, so on this guy I'm using the Puppeteer. Make sure on the timings to have at least 2 seconds, because this 10% on a 20 seconds timing will be like 2 seconds. So you really want to benefit the full 10% ultimate reduced energy. Okay, so this is how it looks. Don't forget to have some attack percentage as well. This will be really important to give this 10% to all your team. Then HVTAR, you really want to give her the best gear as possible. That's pretty simple. Some crit rates, crit damage, attack, that's all the stats you want. Then Lucinia, you want her to give her some accuracy. I have some resistance as well, and that's because I'm using the same strategy with the resistance. As you guys can see, I have the adjacent allies 20% of their resistance, so some resistance will help to reduce those debuffs on you. But I have some more tricks I'll show you. So she will apply defense penalty. I have this one to increase the refracted damage, but it doesn't make any difference. It's just because it had good stats. And then Oster. So Oster is really good. I have resistance. If you can get some more extra accuracy, it will be really good because it will apply Frost. And this guy is super good. He will apply Frost stacks, and also his ultimate, thanks to his passive, damage dealt by Dragonheir also recharges the hero's ultimate energy by 2.5%. So this guy, every time he activates this passive, he gains ultimate energy. So he's really fast gaining ultimate energy. This will remove stacks on the boss and will apply this Brotherhood Spirit much more often. Probably your team will have this ultimate energy, this increased damage all the time, because this guy recharges really fast. I'll show you guys. And finally, we have Philosia. So Philosia, some skill ace will help a lot. The artifact will just help her to cast really fast. And then we have this set that when the wearer fully resists, that's why she has so many resistance. If you can get more, will be good. But some enlightenment is really important to increase the size of the shields, alright? So this one, every time she resists, she will give allies healing by 5% max HP, and this will work with the artifact because it will convert into a shield the over healing. Okay, then you really want this mythic because every time you apply a shield, you will remove a debuff from your character. So we will remove burning stacks, we'll remove attack penalty. This will be really important. So we're just gonna start this fight. Let's just check the skill timings first. So we have Lucinia casting first, apply defense penalty. Then we have this guy increasing the Frost allies attack up, and then the HVTAR will cast the ultimate. She is 17 seconds. She's 18 seconds, so I'm setting a timing of 16 seconds because they will be really fast casting these skills. So I just want to show you how fast this guy is recharging the bar. So he's casting the ultimate now. everyone gaining a buff, and then you guys gonna see how fast he's gaining his ultimate again, okay? You guys see? He's casting ultimate again. So this guy will give this 15% to all the team most of the time, okay? And this will increase the damage a lot. Will be extra damage to all your team, okay? So this is the Frost team. So we already talked about the Wild, we talked about Frost. Now we talk about Necro, which is this one. So we have Raleigh, Poison and Dauntless. So let's talk about Raleigh, okay? So Raleigh, it's funny because I have the exclusive character, but I don't have the exclusive artifact. And looks like this team is performing better and doing more damage with Filto rather than using Telendor, or with Dalton rather than using Telendor, okay? Maybe because I don't have the artifact, maybe if I had the exclusive artifact, I'll be able to do more damage. But this is the team I'm doing most of the damage, okay? So on this one, as you guys can see, I have them spread away. Again, I have a lot of resistance. I have this one, the Stand United, but having them spread away, it's helping them to survive the full 8 minutes, while I have all of them together is not, I'm not being able to survive the full 8 minutes. So this is the way it's working better to me, okay? So we are using the crit damage, so having a lot of crit rate will help a lot to increase your damage. We are using Lorentel with the same strategy I just showed to you about your Zealous. We have a lot of resistance and we're gonna reflect some of the attack penalty and burning stacks. We are using Brotherhood Spirit on this guy because, again, this guy will be really fast casting the ultimate, okay? Thanks to all of buffs that these guys and Raleigh provide. Then Umberg, you will be really fast casting ultimate as well, giving as much damage as possible. Accuracy, because you will be applying defense penalty. And this guy casts up to 7 times, so it will apply defense penalty no matter if you don't have enough accuracy. With 206 I can apply defense penalty all the time. Alright, so this is the set I'm using. As you guys can see, I still have a few crit rate, a few crit damage. That is really important. This will be a good position for Filto to increase his damage, give him as much damage as possible. I have a good crit rate, good crit damage, some resistance will help to prevent some stacks of burning and everything. Again, some resistance on this guy. Again, crit rate, crit damage, give them good stats, good damage will be really important. And then, very important as well, we have Gillian. So Gillian, again, we have some skill ace thanks to this Gatekeeper staff. She will convert the overhealing to shield. We also have this Radiant Glory that will help to prevent the defense up on the boss. And we are using Puppeteer. And then this as well, because when she provides a shield, she will dispel the debuff from your allies, okay? And thanks to this, we'll convert the healing to a shield and then we'll activate this, all right? So this is how it's working. And then skill timings, we have Gillian on 16 seconds, and then I tested with timings, but they are so fast recharging their ultimates. Let's just have a look. Then I found out it was not worth it to set the timing for them. I just play with their RNG, okay? So I just try several times and then that's it, okay? So as you guys can see, this guy will increase, and then the first one, I'm delaying them, but then doesn't really matter because if you set the timing, Filto will cast less time, so it means less damage. But with this team, it will make Filto attack a lot of times. Sometimes you apply defense penalty and Filto will cast the ultimate 2 times on that defense penalty. So we have defense penalty, Filto recharged the ultimate energy, and let's see if he attacks again on the defense penalty. No, he didn't, but he's still really fast. Sometimes he can do it, and that's how I did 240 with this team. Next team, we only have 2 more to talk about. Next team we're gonna talk about is Poison. This one, it's a bit tricky. This placement looks really weird, but there's a reason for this, because they will attack that foot, right? And you want to, it doesn't really matter on this one because Durango has a big rage area, so we'll attack more than one target. We'll attack both foots and apply defense penalty. But with this placement, I really want to benefit from this passive, okay? This passive sometimes will speed up the ultimate energy and will make these guys attack really fast. Again, Twitch is an area of damage as well. And then we have attack penalty from this guy, some more extra damage. So basically, when I start this fight, they will, so we can see Durango going there. And then if we speed up this, they will use the ultimate and they will change their placement. Okay? So as you guys can see, let's slow it down. Everyone is close to Jurn. So on this position, everyone is getting the healing from Frubart and also getting the speed up from the passive from Jurn. Okay? That's why I have this placement. Okay, so let's have a look at each one and the gear they are using. Okay, so we're gonna start with Lothair. This is the simplest one. Some resistance will be important, and then best gear as possible. A lot of enlightenment. You really want a lot of enlightenment on this guy. Durango, I have the Brotherhood Spirit because this guy is really fast. He recharges the ultimate energy 5% each time a critical hit is triggered. Some accuracy will be important as well. And this guy again is really fast casting the ultimate, so we will activate this Brotherhood Spirit set a lot of times and also apply defense penalty really fast. Then Frubart, you want some accuracy to apply the attack penalty, reduce some damage. We want some resistance as well. Thanks to the Solar King's Horn, every time he heals will give these stacks, and the battle skill is cast. He casts this battle skill every 2.6 seconds or 2.6 or even faster, thanks to all the ultimate energy we have on this comp. I'm using this talent tree because it's the one working better to me. I know some people are using the middle one or even the top one. The bottom one is the one working better to me, okay? This one will increase the defense percentage, more healing. That's basically it. Then Jurn. On Jurn, we have each time they are successfully resisted, the buff gains a shield, so we'll get some shields. And also we are using this because every time he resists, he will heal all the other allies, okay? So this will be really important to provide some extra healing and survivability. And then on Twitch, we have the death record. Again, you only need this item in one of your characters. One is more than enough because they will be attacking really fast. And the buff will stay for 12 seconds and they will be faster than that. I will show you guys again. So on Twitch, you really want some accuracy, some resistance as well, will help a lot, and that's basically it, okay? We also have the Turn of the Tide. Each time the hero successfully triggers resistance, gains ultimate energy, and this will help to reduce the stacks of the boss. So on the timings, you guys can see I have 16 seconds on Frubart, just because this set here only activates within 15 seconds. If you use it before 15 seconds, it will not trigger this effect. So I tried with 15.5, but sometimes was not activating this set special, but so I changed it to 16 seconds, all right? So that's why I have a timing on him, but I don't have any timing on the other guys, only on this one. Just Lothair, just to make sure he casts the ultimate when the target has a lot of poisons. More poisons on the target will increase the damage of Lothair. So let's just have a look and to see how fast they are. We have the Puppeteer, we have Jurn speeding up everyone. So you guys can see they are really fast. So they just gained the passive from this. Then we have Frubart set activating. Every time passive, you guys can see they gained again. Durango is casting the ultimate again. More defense penalty. This is just crazy, okay? They are really fast. Again, defense penalty. We have the debuff of the derived damage all the time. This works really well, okay? So with this team, I'm doing 317. Let's have a look again. We are doing 316, okay? So the last team we have is Dauntless. And this one will be a bit similar to wild characters. So we are using this placement because this guy will attack that food, so he will stay here, and we want to attack all the same food, okay? Because we will apply defense penalty on this side, and we really want to attack the same side to benefit from that defense penalty. So with this team, we have Nastjenka, full damage. You just want to deal as much damage as possible. Use the Ancestral Guidance Mythic if you need some extra healing. Then we have Suta. Suta will apply the defense penalty because he's really fast applying this defense penalty, because he just swings the axe 5 times, will apply the defense penalty right away, and then will give the 3-piece effect of Puppeteers to all my characters. Then Tarivol, give him as much damage as possible. Some resistance will be helpful as well to prevent some of the stacks of burning and attack penalty. On this one, some people are not using this artifact, are using the other one, the lightning one, but I don't have it, and that's why I'm using the river lamp. So I've not tested the other one. I know some people are using it and it deals a really good damage, but I'm using this one just because it's the only one I have. Then on Tarivol, I'm using the Queen's Fun artifact, and on this guy, I'm using the Brotherhood Spirit. It will give ultimate, will give this 15% increased damage to everyone, and also apply the derived damage. And I'm using on him because on him it doesn't matter when he's applying when he's using the ultimate. Okay, it doesn't really matter because this guy already ignores defense 100%. So it doesn't matter if you have defense penalty or not, the damage will not be higher. And finally, we have Nathaniel. As you guys can see, everyone is close on this one, but on him, I'm not using the other benefit from the talent tree from the resistance. So as you guys can see, I don't even have resistance because I'm using the Tundra just to benefit the 1% ultimate energy and remove the stacks. And also this guy will give recovery over time with the battle skill and will dispel 1 debuff. So this guy is already dispelling debuffs, already giving shields, giving defense up. So on this one, and we also have this one, this mythic that will remove 1 debuff when granting a shield. So on this one, if you can't have a run with resistance, it doesn't really matter, okay? Because this guy will be removing those debuffs all the time, okay? And that's basically it, okay? I have some accuracy, but that's just from the substats, okay? But I have quite a lot just from substats, which is crazy, okay? I don't need that accuracy. And this is how it works. This one, skill timing, we have this guy casting first, we have Suta casting first, applying defense penalty, then this guy, and then we have this one, then we have them attacking at the same time because she will use the ultimate, and during 10 seconds she will launch extra attacks. So this one will cast the ultimate, and for the next 12 seconds he will be attacking faster with his basic attacks and activate much more often this ultimate ability. Okay, and that's basically it. I'm just gonna press play and show to you guys how this goes. All right, so we have a lot of shields. As you guys can see, he already removed the debuffs. We have the defense penalty. Keep in mind, if you only applying defense penalty in one of the foots, will not show on the boss, but the foot will have defense penalty. Okay, we just know there's no way to check if we applied to that side. Okay, this will not tell you, but that's basically it. Okay, this is the placement I'm using. This placement is good because everyone is benefiting from this battle skill and from this ultimate. And this is it, guys. This is the teams I'm using. I'm gonna show you again. This was the damage from yesterday, 1,681. This was the damage from all my teams. This one is now doing 315. I used the Dolphs yesterday, 249 on this one, 268 on this one. My weakest one is Frost. This one is 316. So, I mean, I'm doing now with 3 teams more than 300, which is quite good. You really want to aim at least 200 million, but more than 300, it's really important if you are playing on a very competitive server. Otherwise, you guys can see the top ones are doing like more than 2 million. But the thing about the top ones, don't forget, they have a lot of inspirations. They are doing crazy damage, but I mean, you guys can see they have a lot of inspiration on the characters. And probably if you have an earlier account like me, I'm playing with an account that I just played on season 1 and 2 and barely on season 3, and that's why I don't have much inspirations on this account, okay? But keep in mind, if you are playing on a competitive server, it will be really hard to achieve a top 50 without great characters, great artifacts, and some aspirations as well. Okay, guys? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment below if you have any more questions, or just join my Discord. I'll be happy to help you, and also my community. Hope you guys enjoy it, and don't forget, leave your like, subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next one.